Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here, and don't kill me! Don't kill me! I may have opinions on, of course, this movie, but please, for the love of God, do not kill me in the comment section, because, yeah, I have a lot to say about this movie. Ah! Yeah, I guess you can pretty much see where I'm going at with, of course, this one, so, whew. Glad I got that out of my system, so yeah, anyways, welcome back everybody to, of course, a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and, well, I guess for starters, happy Memorial Day, everybody, so yeah, seems like it's Memorial Day once again, for sure, so I hope all of you guys are doing a pretty much incredible time for sure, just hanging out with your family on your days off for sure, yeah, pretty much enjoying the nice bit of late May and of course early summer weather as we speak, and yeah, which does include of course jumping into your swimming pools early, and of course more importantly pretty much taking your time, bringing out your American flags and stuff, and saluting our, of course, pretty much soldiers and veterans for sure to serve our great country. So yeah. Glad I got that out of the way, so yeah. I guess it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, that front for sure, is just to get that off my chest for sure, so yeah, and of course the second thing that I've actually wanted to bring up, yep, you've definitely seen this coming for sure, and, well, I did tease that at the end of my last thoughts video that I did, so there you go. You wanted me to talk about this movie? Wish granted for sure, so yeah. I guess about anything, seeing of how Memorial Day weekend as we speak is of course currently going on by the time I'm recording this video, I guess for me personally, I think it would be a really great opportunity to, of course, well, head up the movie theater once again and actually catch the latest movie that had just hit the big screen for sure, and of course, as always, I did have the kind people over at Crown City Cinemas to, of course, help me out on, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, good on them as always, and I really love the hard work they've done to, of course, give me what I can for my movie-going experience for sure. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, and of course, in today's movie as of now, well, it has been a while since we've actually seen these guys release something on the big screen for sure, and not counting their streaming service for sure, because that's their, well, their own thing for sure, but hey, I think it's about time that we finally get ourselves pretty much back onto of course that front for sure, so yeah. I guess in that case, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is, well, we're actually heading back, well, I guess after spending some time with, of course, well, Paramount, Universal, Lionsgate, and plenty of other studios for sure. Oh, and even Warner Brothers for sure. Can't forget about them for sure. And yeah, let's not forget Sony as well. So yeah, I think it's about time that we get ourselves back into pretty much back into the midst with, of course, Disney. Hooray! So yeah, that's pretty much the good news for sure. The bad news is, I guess in regards to today's movie, we're actually going to be diving into, of course, well, their live-action remakes. Okay, settle down, everybody, settle down. I haven't gotten to, of course, the movie I'm going to be talking about, so let me go ahead and verbalize it. So yeah, I guess if anything, seeing how we're going back to, of course, Disney for sure, and trust me when I say they've got a lot coming out onto the big screen as we speak. Turns out, since after last month, with, of course, what I've actually been through with, of course, Peter Pan and Wendy on Disney+, Yeah, it seems like we're going to stay on the Disney live-action remake trend, but on the big screen for sure, and of course, if anything, today's movie actually is on that category for sure, So yeah, and in case a lot of you guys are quite curious to know, I'm of course going to be talking about Disney's latest live-action remake on one of their classic animated films that's been around for a few decades, to which in this case is none other than The Little Mermaid. So yeah, it's pretty much what I'm talking about here today. It's of course, well, the latest movie that just came out, and it's of course another victim in the Disney live-action remakes, and yeah, I guess in this case, it's of course based around the original animated film of the same name, The Little Mermaid, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright, so before I could go ahead and talk about this latest movie, or I guess in this case, this latest live-action remake for sure, I think it's actually quite fair that we should probably address the original Little Mermaid in its entirety, so yeah. I mean, to be fair, we do know the good old classic Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale of the same name, not only one of the most recognizable, but also pretty dark at the same time. But when you really think of pretty much The Little Mermaid, you know hands down the original animated feature film from Disney definitely comes into your mind, and what's not to say about it that a lot of people haven't already said about it? It's a timeless classic that's been around for, well, over 30 years in the making, and even to this day, a lot of people still enjoy even to this day, including myself. So yeah, everything from, of course, the memorable song to, of course, the colorful animation, and, of course, the likable and interesting characters. It's a freaking icon for sure, and definitely the one that actually kickstarted the Disney Renaissance that lasted for about an entire decade for sure. So yeah, and oh yeah, let's not forget to mention, did also rescue Disney entirely after, well, the massive shit they've actually been through during the 80s for sure. So yeah. I guess, if anything, even to this day, the original Little Mermaid has been around for some time, and of course, if anything, a lot of other stuff that came out of it, such as, of course, pretty much, if anything, some are actually really good. Some, like, of course, some of the meet and greets and rides that you get to see at the Disney parks, to even some of the bad, like, say, pretty much, if anything, pretty much it's direct-to-DVD sequels that came out later, to which you definitely know where I'm going at, or maybe somewhere in between, like the Broadway show, so. And yeah, that's just to name a few for sure, so yeah, I guess if anything, whatever the case may be, The Little Mermaid still holds a place for sure, and it is definitely the most recognizable out of every single animated Disney film that's been around for some time, So yeah, I guess that's what I can say for the Little Mermaid for sure. Now, as of course, Disney's trend on their pretty much putting out their live-action remakes on their animated feature films, well, I mean, I made it no secret that if you have seen my thoughts videos over the years, like you should, yeah, I made it no secret that I did have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the Disney live-action remakes for sure. I mean, yeah, some of them I've actually seen are actually really good. Most of them I just kind of thought were just terrible all the way. I still can't get over, of course, how I felt about the live-action Pinocchio remake. Yeah, even looking back, I still know on how terrible that was. Well, most of the, yeah, pretty much the majority of the time, I just kind of thought the majority of them are just okay at best, so yeah, I guess it actually does show my love-hate relationship with the Disney live-action remakes for sure, though it's more emphasis on the hate as opposed to the love, but hey, whatever the case may be, I'm pretty sure it's what I can say for, of course, that front, So yeah, no, I guess there's no big surprise on that front. The heck, with the ones that are currently coming out as we speak, I guess it's no big surprise that The Little Mermaid is definitely next on, of course, this ongoing trend for sure. And boy, when I say this movie actually did take a long time to finally get itself out for sure. And I do mean a long time for sure. You name it, definitely from the, pretty much ever since it got announced, to, of course, when the bridal casting, to hopefully, to pretty much getting principal photography started, only to having halt completely due to the pandemic, even before it got started. And that's just to name a few for sure, So yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that front, and pretty much ever since the trailer for, of course, this one guy out, I can tell right away, I knew that it is going to suck big time. I mean, like, really suck, for sure. I mean, literally, I think everything from, of course, what I'm actually seeing, my thought is that it's pretty much going to fall through on what pretty much the live-action remakes on, say, Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Mulan, and plenty of others that's been coming out for sure, in just doing the exact same thing as the original, but with no thought or effort whatsoever. And yeah, I can definitely see that and even smell that from, of course, the trailers for sure. So yeah, I knew right away after seeing all those, I knew it's going to crash and burn big time. And yeah, and that's just to name me a few or so. So yeah, I was expecting a massive train wreck, or I guess in this case, a shipwreck, mind you, So yeah, bottom line, I thought this movie was going to suck big time, But whatever the case may be, and of course, seeing of how I did rewatch the original to, of course, I got myself prepped up for, of course, the remake, I knew right away I have to give this film a fair shot because, well, the funny thing is that I knew due to my speculations for sure, my thought is that I actually do hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and of course, why I actually thought, and maybe I think it might actually be good, So yeah, that's my my initial thought before I went into, of course, see this movie for sure, And, well, I just literally got out of course, seeing this movie not too long ago, and, well, I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, what do I think of this movie now that I finally got the chance to see it? Well, how does one say? Boy, is that the tricky question for me to answer. But, I guess if anything, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate mail for saying this, and I can already see that coming from like a mile away for sure, but I may have the controversial opinion, mind you, that, well, this may come as a big surprise. I kinda liked it. Okay, hold up. Again, let me explain. So yeah. Yeah, I guess if anything, I'm actually completely serious. I mean, a lot of you guys may think I'm lying for sure, but I'm really not. I'm completely serious in what I said. I actually think this movie is good. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's not really great by all means for sure, but I say for what it is, this movie is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, so yeah, I think that's probably the best way I can actually say about this movie for sure. It's not really great by all means, and yeah, hands down, the original animated film is definitely much better for sure, but for what it is, I do surprisingly like this film, so yeah, I guess it's what I can say on, of course, that front, so, wait, hold up, don't you dare hit that back button for sure, and yeah, pretty much stopped you right there for sure, because, yeah, I've got a lot to say, of course, in this thoughts video, so let me go ahead and say that. you came in here to, of course, see me talk about this movie in its own review, mind you, and I'm giving you exactly what you want for sure, so yeah. Yeah, definitely getting that for sure. Man, really spilled on me for sure, so. Okay. Now that I've got the short version out of the way, might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about with, of course, this movie, so. So for starters is, of course, well, quite obviously the story, mind you, and, well, I guess for what it is, it's pretty much what you expect for sure, just pretty much the story of course, the original animated film, hands down, and, well, I mean, to be fair, I know for sure it's probably just a random occurrence that keeps popping up with, of course, these remakes for sure. But I'll give it credit that it does actually add in some stuff that does actually tie into, of course, what goes on for sure. So I guess by all means, it's not really a full-on shot for shot, line for line, pretty much a copy and paste storyline like in the original animated film. I will give it credit that it actually does want to do something different while trying to do its own thing at the same time for sure. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, we still get the pretty much the same thing as the original, hands down, to which, yeah, you'd be better off rewatching the original movie, hands down, but I'll give it credit that it actually does want to do its own thing, so yeah, nothing really that groundbreaking by all means, but it's pretty much the exact same thing that we've actually seen, so nothing really much else to it, except just a few things added in for sure, to which, yeah, not bad by all means, but yeah, maybe I think it could have maybe used a lot more rewriting for sure, just so that it won't be a full-on copy and paste for sure. So yeah, I think it's what I can say on, of course, that front, and I guess for the writing, I have to say, well, much like with what I said with the story, yeah, it's exactly what I thought. Of course, the story for, of course, this one, and I guess if anything, it's fine by all means. Nothing really anything that great for sure. But yeah, I guess if anything, again, maybe could have used like maybe a little reworking here or there to make it all the more engaging. But yeah, I think some parts of it, I will admit, are of course written out just well for sure. While other times, yeah, again, just took everything from, of course, the original animated film for sure, to which, yeah, not really bad by all means, but yeah, could have been much better. But yeah, I think if anything, with, of course, those two aspects I can say for sure, it's pretty much what you expect for sure, and yeah, it's fine by all means. Nothing really anything that great or spectacular for sure, so yeah. But although I will have to say, I think every once in a while, I will give it credit that it did throw in a bit of a comedy for sure. I mean, no joke, I think pretty much from what I can recall for sure, I think pretty much a few of the jokes, particularly three that I counted during my viewing of course, this one, actually did get a good chuckle out of me, so yeah, I guess that is one bright side that I can say. I guess every once in a while it does have pretty much a funny moment for sure, so, but again, the rest is just pretty much what you expect for sure, just pretty much the exact same thing as the original animated film, but with, of course, maybe one or two things added in just for the sake of it, so that way it won't be a full-on copy and paste for sure. In fact, if that being the case, I'm quite curious that the people making this movie might have actually seen the backlash with, of course, the other live-action remakes that came out before this one, and pretty much kind of listened to, of course, what the complaints actually they actually got. Or maybe it's just me, I don't know, so. But yeah, those are, of course, what I can say for, of course, those aspects for sure. They're not really anything that great or, of course, anything, well, a little bit terrible by all means, but it is fine for, of course, what it is for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so now that I've got those out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about the next couple of things for sure. That being, of course, the characters and, well, I guess if anything, if you know the original animated feature film, you definitely know the characters hands down. Those being, of course, Ariel, Flounder, Sebastian, Scuggle, King Triton, Prince Herrig, Ursula, and yeah, that's just to name a few for sure, So yeah, I'll give a credit the characters I have to say. Well, if anything, I mean, it's pretty much what you expect for sure, except there's not really that much development that we've actually got for sure to make them all the more interesting for sure, but some of them actually do follow through, and I actually do care for, of course, what goes on for sure, So yeah, maybe I think a few things could have been reworked a bit to actually make the characters all the more interesting, but hey, I still think they are fine as they are for sure, and yeah, I can give them credit for, well, not being great characters, but still fine ones that actually are pretty much likable to watch anyways. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, but still likable in any ways for sure, so. Alright, so yeah, and of course, now that I've got the characters out of the way, I think it's quite fair that I should probably talk about the actors who actually played all these characters, and yeah, I guess to me, if there's one good thing that I can say for, of course, this movie, yeah, I mean, I will have to say, the acting in this movie is actually pretty damn good for sure, so yeah, it's not really Oscar-worthy entirely, but I do think the actors actually did give off some really good performances, hands down, for sure, so yeah, I guess, if anything, one of them that I do have to say is, of course, why I should address for sure, that being, of course, pretty much the actress playing Ariel in, of course, this movie, Halle Bailey, so yeah, and before you ask, yes, I do know that her name is also pronounced Holly Bailey for sure, but to me, I think me and a lot of everyone else would just stick to calling her Halle Bailey for sure, to which, yeah, pretty much just your typical tomato thing, so yeah, I guess if anything, I'm still calling her Halle Bailey for sure, but yeah, whatever the case may be, Halle Bailey, of course, this film, honestly, I think a lot of people may have opinions on, of course, pretty much her being casted as Ariel in, of course, this movie, but to me, I think she actually does give off a pretty good performance for sure. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I think there are a few parts where I do think her acting is slightly off, but the rest of the time, it's actually pretty damn good for sure. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I mean, I do prefer Joey Benson in the original a whole lot more, but I guess in this case, Halle Bailey actually does give off a pretty good performance that makes it, well, a pretty nice interpretation of course, the character, or I guess in this case, a different interpretation of course, the character for sure, and yeah, that's exactly what I got, just a different interpretation of course, the character that I recognize for sure, so yeah, and plus, not to mention, I'll give her credit that she actually is, of course, a really damn good singer for sure. Everything from, of course, what I've actually heard, and of course, the music and the songs for sure, which I'll get to later, she actually really does a fine job, and of course, really projecting her singing quite well. It is done brilliantly, and I'm amazed with, of course, what I've actually seen for sure, so yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, this this aspect of for sure. So yeah, the characters are of course fine and likable as they are, but I do know hands down the actors actually did pull off some pretty good performances for sure. And yeah, it's not just Halle Bailey for sure. I think there are a couple of other examples that I can give. For starters is, of course, the villain of the movie, Ursula, who's now played by Melissa McCarthy. Honestly, to me, I'm a little half and half for sure, as McCarthy has, of course, giving a pretty fine performance for what it is for sure. So yeah, not really as strong or, of course, intimidating as, of course, the one in the original played by the late Pat Carroll. But yeah, maybe I think Melissa McCarthy only wanted to do this as her way of saying, yeah, I know I'll be getting a paycheck just so that after this I'll just go for my cameo in Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that is Melissa McCarthy's excuse for sure, just so that she can actually do this role as a paycheck, just so that she'll later do her cameo in Thor: Love and Thunder. I think it'll be quite interesting to see those dots connect for sure. So yeah, and I guess for another example, well, I mean, it's quite obvious. I can't recall his name, but I do know the actor playing Ariel's father, King Triton. Honestly, I think his performance in, of course, this movie almost sounded like he's completely stoned for sure. Yeah. I mean, if you've actually seen the movie, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. Or I guess in this case, maybe I think maybe his excuse would be like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. So yeah, definitely call me up when you're ready to say action and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for, of course, that aspect. So yeah, I guess those two that I can say. It's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front for sure. Like I said, the characters are, of course, fine and likable as they are, but the actors did pull off some pretty good performances for sure. Not great by all means, but still pretty good nonetheless, So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so now that I've got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Boy, there's a lot, and boy, oh boy, again, I have a lot to say for, of course, all those for sure. So yeah, I guess for starters, in fact, if anything, pretty much one aspect that I can say is, of course, yeah, like I said, I know I said I'll definitely get to this aspect, so here I am talking about it now. Is, of course, the one aspect that we still got that was from the original animated film is, of course, the music and the songs. And I mean, no secret that if you have watched the original Little Mermaid, you would definitely know the music and the songs are, of course, the easily the most recognizable for sure. You definitely name it Part of Your World, Under the Sea, Kiss the Girl, Poor Unfortunate Souls, and that's to name a few for sure. So yeah, those songs are definitely as timeless as, of course, the movie itself. So I guess in the case of the remake entirely, honestly, if there's one thing that I can praise this movie for is that pretty much the new arrangements and stuff for the music and the songs are actually pretty amazing for sure. So yeah. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I think some I just kind of thought were, of course, really missing the mark from, of course, what I'm actually seeing. But they are done very well, and I really love how well they've actually turned out for sure. Pretty much a good example that I can give is, of course, pretty much the Remakes edition of Part of Your World. So yeah, I mean, no secret that I did listen to the song individually on YouTube, and it didn't sound that bad for sure, but when I actually saw it, pretty much saw the entire song, and of course this movie, however, boy, oh boy, I was amazed with, of course, what I've actually seen. Everything from, of course, the beats and the harmony, and, of course, Halle Bailey's incredible singing for sure. It actually sounds really great on the big screen, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie when I say it, that when I saw it, I nearly shedded tears. It is that amazing for sure. So yeah, you heard it right, folks. Pretty much part of your world in the live-action Little Mermaid remake is so great, it nearly made me burst into tears. Let that sink in, of course, that front, So yeah. Boy, I never thought I'd see the day that Disney live-action remake would actually make me cry. In a good way. Yeah, I'll definitely give this movie 1 point up for that, so yeah, I guess if anything, the new arrangements they got for the, of course, the music and the songs that were from the original are, of course, done well in the remake for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, they wouldn't top the ones from the original because, yeah, you can never pretty much top pretty much the incredible work of pretty much both Alan Menken and the late Howard Ashman has done with, of course, the original, but it's, of course, still done pretty well. And oh yeah, I think I should also bring up one certain aspect for sure, give it to, of course, well, the aspect I'm currently talking about as we speak, so is that on top of course, the new arrangements and stuff for the songs that were from the original, they also brought in some, of course, new songs they decided to plug in for sure, to which, yeah, and yes, by the way, this movie actually did have, of course, one of my favorite composers, Lin-Manuel Miranda, actually come in for, of course, some of the new songs, and yeah, I mean, I made it no secret that I really love Lin-Manuel Miranda for sure, So I guess for some of the new songs that he actually put together for, of course, this movie, and even actually working with Alan Menken for sure, I will admit, they're not that bad for sure, and I really do like it as a way of some really nice new additions for sure, so yeah. So yeah, I guess that's what I can say for, of course, that front, so pretty much, if anything, it's not really as pretty much, if anything, they're not really as great like the songs, of course, In the Heights and Hamilton, for sure, but they are actually pretty good. Well, for the most part. And I say that because there's one that did kind of make me pretty much either chuckle in embarrassment or cringe on how terrible it is. But I'm not going to give it away for sure, so that's something you're definitely going to have to see later on, so yeah. That's one thing I can say for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, the music and the songs are definitely really done well, and of course this remake for sure, and yeah, I guess if anything, moving on for sure, pretty much if anything, the visuals and the effects for sure, as another aspect that I want to talk about. Where do I begin with, of course, this one? Well, I mean, I guess if anything, pretty much from what I can gather, the visuals and the effects in, of course, this film, well, some of them are not bad for sure, like some of the underwater stuff, getting to see this whole underwater world for sure is not really anything that bad, and I love the creativity and detail they actually throw into, of course, this one, but at the same time, though, it's just very off-putting for sure, like, I'm not really getting into the aspect of course, what I've actually seen, and plus, not to mention, the CGI in, of course, this movie, oh boy, oh freaking boy. Yeah, I guess it's probably one problem that I can say for, of course, one part for the visuals and the effects. The CGI in this movie is just very off-putting for sure. How do I know this, you may ask? Well, if you have seen the trailers and stuff, and even the movie itself, pretty much a few examples that I can give for sure is that pretty much of anything, three of the characters, Flounder, Sebastian, and Scuggle, well, if you know in the original animated film, they are drawn very well for sure, and they look absolutely amazing. But in the case of the remake, boy, they look ugly. I mean, like, really, really, really ugly. I mean, I guess I can give it credit. It's not as bad as the CG in the live-action Lion King remake, but they still kind of look uncomfortable for sure. So yeah. And I guess if anything, it still connects well with, of course, what I can say for the visuals and the effects. Some of them are, of course, done well, but other times they just look ugly and very uncomfortable for sure. Like if anything, maybe I wish it could have actually, pretty much if anything, I just kind of wish that maybe I think this whole underwater world in this remake would have been done in a much more grand and spectacular way, like, of course, Avatar: The Way of Water. So yeah, pretty much if anything, comparing this to that film, pretty much the Way of Water actually did it. I think he actually did it in such a way to actually make this whole underwater world that movie is actually centering around actually feel like you really are underwater because of how colorful and, of course, how incredible it actually looks for sure. While in the case of the remake, it's nothing really anything that great. It's just basically just visual effects and stuff, and that's it. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, the visuals and the effects for sure. So yeah, and of course, to top it all off, pretty much of anything, pretty much the direction, of course, this movie, and yes, by the way, this is done by one of my favorite directors, Rob Marshall, to which I have, he has directed a lot of good stuff in the past, a few of which are, of course, done by Disney in the past. Yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's fine for what it is, for sure. Nothing really anything that great to me, so yeah, and of course, the cinematography in this movie, well, to me, it just kind of feels very off-putting, and it's not really that shot very well for sure. Like, I don't even know what's going on for most of the shots. It just kind of feels a little cluttered and out of place for a Little Mermaid remake. So, and of course, pretty much if anything, on top of all that, the editing, I have to say, well, that too is fine as well, but at the same time, does also kind of feel a little slow and choppy at the same time. So, yeah, I guess if anything, it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, all those for sure. What more would you expect? So, yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Actually, I think one more sip will do just fine. There we go. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. It's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front, so yeah, I guess, overall, pretty much of anything, Disney's live-action remake of The Little Mermaid, well, I guess to me, yeah, I guess I'm not lying when I said that I actually do like this movie for sure. Is it anything that great? Not at all, yeah, but is it by all means terrible? Absolutely not, but is it still good? Actually, yeah, it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think I know for sure that, this movie has too many flaws to count for sure, but I think for what it is, I do actually surprisingly like it for what it is. I mean, it's not gonna break any grounds for sure, but I think it does, it pretty much does what it needs to do for sure, and I do admire it for, of course, what it's actually done for sure. I mean, yeah, many parts of it could have been done a whole lot better for sure, but I can say that I did find myself liking it for what it is for sure. I mean, yeah, I think it's saying a whole lot. I mean, I wasn't really expecting to like this movie for sure. In fact, I was expecting a massive, pretty much a whole massively massive train wreck, or in this case, a shipwreck, mind you, for sure. So, but hey, I'm glad this movie actually did prove me wrong for sure, and I do surprisingly like it. Now, I mean, do I prefer the original animated film anyways? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's a timeless so yeah, the original Little Mermaid movie is still a timeless classic that can never be duplicated anytime soon, and all the other stuff that's come out in the years since after its release, they're definitely products of the time that you would actually expect for sure, and yeah, I think it's probably the best way I can actually describe this movie for sure. It's just a product of its own time. Nothing really anything else, so yeah. I guess if anything, if you are looking for a Little Mermaid remake that still wants to do what the original animated film has actually done, you'll get it here, but you'll just have to go through the same bullshit like all the other live-action remakes that came out over the years. So yeah, it's got too many flaws for, of course, what it is, but in a strange way, I'm still recommending it for sure. I suppose that's probably the best way I can actually put it. It's not really a great movie by all means, but it is actually a pretty good remake that may not be remembered for a long, but hey, still actually a good one that's definitely well worth checking out, so yeah, I guess it's all what I can say for, of course, that front, so yeah, for my final score, yeah, I'm gonna be nice on, of course, this one and give Disney's live-action remake on The Little Mermaid a 7 out of 10 as my final score. So yeah, nothing really anything that great by all means, but still a good one for sure. So yeah, if that's something that you might be up for, by all means, go right ahead. I still recommend you check this one out and decide for yourself. So yeah, it's definitely one that'll definitely get you to, of course, go into the ocean and go on a, well, not great, but still a good trip under the sea. So yeah. Phew, boy. Finally, I finally got that out of the way. So yeah. And I guess the only question remains, now that I got this movie got out of the way, I guess the only question is, what's next for sure? Well, I guess about anything, I mean, given to, of course, what we're actually seeing so far, I'm sure there's going to be plenty more of these Disney live-action remakes over the, that'll be coming out very soon, because, yeah, they've got a whole lot more they want to get out for sure, so yeah. I know only time will tell that many people will start catching on and pretty much decide that they should probably stop altogether, but again, I think it's mainly Disney's decision on that front, so we shall have to wait and see, of course, that front for sure, but if anything, if they do decide to make more, maybe I think they should focus more on the ones that do deserve a live-action remake, as opposed to the ones that don't, but still getting it anyway, but yeah, only time will tell, of course, that front, so we shall have to wait and see, of course, that front, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that front. Alright. So yeah, and I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this really, really long thoughts video. I mean, like, really long for sure, so yeah, by all means, go right ahead. Let me know in the comment section below on what you thought about this movie if you have already seen it. I would definitely love to know, so yeah. Glad to see I finally got that out of the way, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and, well, now that I got that out of the way, I might as well get myself prepped up for what'll be coming up for, of course, June for sure, and boy, there's gonna be a lot coming out for sure, so yeah. I'll be sure to let you guys know on what ones I'll be checking out for sure, so I mean, yeah, there may be some things that might get in the way, and of course, me doing that, but hey, as long as, of course, it'll keep up with, of course, my busy schedule, I'm down for that, so yeah. I guess right up until I'll see the next movie coming out, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video.
Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with SamAttack4427's, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, Ackley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as joining our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and showing support to me on both of my wish lists on Amazon and Right Stuff Anime, and even supporting me with my link on Streamlabs that you can find on my Twitch page. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.